kids and parents alike. So some of the oils that we have used and strategies we've used with the oils is what we're going to go through today. And first of all is the On Guard. And so On Guard is our immune protective blend. It's one that we use to protect against environmental and seasonal threats by diffusing it or adding 1 to 2 drops to a carrier oil and applying that down the spine or to the soles of the feet. So the On Guard also comes in the touch roller that's already been conveniently diluted for you to apply. It's a good one to use for kiddos or people that have got sensitive skin as well. We're always advised to do that dilution. So the On Guard foaming hand wash is a great one for protection, and certainly suggest that you have this on the ready for kiddies as they come back into the home, for us when we're around the home, for all of those contact protection that we can use the foaming hand wash for. So we're just sharing a little testimonial here from a wellness advocate that has used the doTERRA On Guard in a school situation, in the classroom and with teachers, and noticing a positive result of the majority of the classrooms at the school she was at Castle Rock are now diffusing essential oils daily. And one of the most differences they've noticed is a reduced number of absences for students and teachers. So in doTERRA, we always strongly advise that preventative care is what we're looking for, and On Guard is definitely one to use in those situations for sure. So welcome if you've just joined us, and can I just ask you if you would please just put the mute on until we get to the discussion, and then it's as I'm recording this for people to watch back if they couldn't jump on. Thanks for doing that. So balance and adaptive, these oils are designed to support for grounding any of those kind of feelings that come up around this time, for you know, feeling maybe a little bit anxious about things or not quite grounded. It's a great time to use the balance. Very calming, very soothing. Place a couple of drops in the palm of your hands, cup that over your nose and take a few deep inhales. I've seen the balance just bring people back from a state of being a little flustered and ungrounded and having some anxious feelings to bringing them back to being a lot more balanced. So really suggest that this is a great one for parents and kiddos at this time of the year. Adaptive is a blend that's been put together with, so it has fractionated coconut oil, and the balance also does have fractionated coconut oil in it. The balance has a lot of the tree oils in it, and those tree oils are known for balance and for grounding. And the adaptive oil has a combination of oils that are uplifting as well as oils that are calming. So they bring in that sort of grounded energy, if you like, and very supportive to our emotional system. So the adaptive in the roll-on, in the touch roll-on, has the fractionated coconut oil in it, wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. So this one is designed for topical use in the roll-on, and applying it back of neck, behind the ears, is one of the best locations to access that, that ability to calm and support in that way. The calming blend, the oil that does not have the dilution of the fractionated coconut in it, is designed to be diffused. So when we're looking at our mood and perhaps anxious feelings that are coming in, all of those sorts of things, the best way to support that is through diffusing, through breathing it in, breathing it through our systems, our olfactory system, which accesses the limbic system of the brain and starts to help us to calm and ground, come back to that state of equilibrium, which is optimal for naturally kids and also parents when we're going through moments that could be quite stressful, which school time can be. End and start of day, I would use those. So In Tune is a beautiful blend that's been around for quite some years now. There's been a lot of indications of this being a huge support for people with focus, and just that time when maybe, you know, it's one that teenagers can pop it in their backpack and they can use it to support them when they're learning, when they're studying, when they're feeling that they're not quite in the moment and, you know, sort of retaining the information. It helps in that way. And they can also apply this topically behind the ears for the same reason that we're talking about with the adaptive on the back of necks, and to wrist to help to boost that focus for them. It's a great one. I use it as well. I mean, it's really supportive for all age groups, you know, adults and teenagers alike. And lemon is also a good one for concentration and focus and uplifting aroma as well. So it's a good one to have diffusing at that time when your student, you know, is at home and studying, or at home schooling, or at any time that we need to feel that cleansing and uplifting aroma that we get from lemon. So I wanted to just run through some of the oils in the kids collection, particularly because that's what our focus is on this Zoom with kiddos, supporting them back to school. And also want to refer you to, and I'll go through at the end of the slide, that we've put together this mindful kids activities with expressive art, sensory play, and natural living, and talking about these oils in the kids collection also in a mindfulness way. So to support them at times, like the Tamer digestive blend is to support them when in instances when they have unsettling physical reactions such as tummy upsets, nausea, things like that, also to settle away to sleep. But it can also help kids to settle or sit still and you know, at times when they might struggle to relax, because you know, as you know, if we're in tense situations as adults, or strange or different, or, you know, situations that we don't actually feel quite at home or, you know, comfortable with, or they're just different, we're getting to know different people, different teachers, you know, we can become distressed, and so can children. And with adults, we might feel that in the way of tension, head tension, muscular tension, etc. And children might feel that in the stomach. So the Tamer is a great one to use both for tummy, settling the tummy physically, but also for settling the emotions. And we've suggested in our little booklet that we've put out that we combine this with an affirmation. So it's quite powerful to have that with children, using that at times, and affirming and confirming for themselves. I settle and notice what my body is trying to tell me, which is what we can all do. Probably a lot more of as well. Like, what is it that my body is trying to tell me? So yeah, next we're looking at the thinker blend. So this is a focus blend, similar to as we were talking about the in tune, which is designed more for the older child. This is more for a younger child. So the kids collection is designed mainly around, say, from age probably around 4 to, you know, just pre-teen age. Of course, teenagers can use them and adults can use them as well. I use some of them myself. They're a very gentler combination of very subtle aroma as well for kids. As we know, children are quite sensitive and a lot more sensitive to aromas than we are. So they've been made and designed in that way to support the younger children. So in these demanding times, calmness alone is not always enough. Awareness and presence and understanding are the qualities that build a safety net for parents and children. Mindfulness for kids assists parents in supporting children to pause and sense without suppressing feelings. Parents and children together can nurture their feelings with acceptance, being open and curious as children naturally are to view their world while being present to what may be showing for them in their inner world. So Thinker is one that we can use it to support children to focus when they're in a school situation where they're needing to concentrate or apply to a task. But we can also use Thinker at a time in a mindfulness way to apply it and then to watch their worries gently pop and disappear and let things go. And as they focus on something, they can, the same as we do, you know, in a meditation, we can just let it come and let it go, let it come and let it go. And that's a very supportive way for using this particular oil. So Karma is one that's designed, it's a restful blend, similar to the balance in the way that it helps a child to relax, promote sleep. It supports in creating restful feelings throughout the mind and body. It has the essential oils of lavender, Roman chamomile, cananga, Buddha wood, and fractionated coconut oil. So a really lovely, gentle one to support them. We've suggested with this one, use it with something like a warriors box, something that the child can decorate a box and jar or a box or a jar, and they can write and drop or draw a picture, or, you know, smaller children can do this in a different way and place the box in a spot in their room. You can help them to write if they're not able to do it, or they can draw. You know, children are able to express themselves through their drawing quite easily, really. They see a lot more in their pictures than sometimes we do. And then when you choose with your child to sit down and write out these worries with them, discuss it as needed, and they drop their worries into this box or jar. And they'll be able to then see that the worry is no longer in their head. They've put it into this jar, into this box. It's something that's quite makes an opening as well if children are ready to express to you what it is that they're worried about, which sometimes it's pretty hard for kids to acknowledge it, see that there is a worry, understand that what they're feeling is because they have a concern or a fear, and then to let you know what that is. And another affirmation that we have put together with this one is, I don't need to worry anymore. I'm in this moment and I'm calm, so that they can see and feel and sense in that moment the calmness surrounding them. the Brave Courage blend is one that I particularly love with kids, particularly at times when, you know, to support them to manage stress and feelings of anxiousness. It's one that kids can have at the ready to apply to themselves if they need it, to help to counteract any negative emotion of doubt that they may be feeling, unsure of themselves going into the environment. Wild orange contains wild orange, which is very uplifting, osmanthus flower, as well as cinnamon and amyris, and it also has the fractionated coconut oil in it. So what we want to do with these oils is teach the children, give the children the empowerment to use them, and to use them as we can use them, in a way of an affirmation on, and to support them to see if they're ready to discuss and talk to you and let you know about their feeling, to express it and to let it go, and then to realise that, you know, they have some control over their body and over the feeling and the emotion, and to be able to openly discuss, for us to be able to openly discuss with the children that we all get different feelings at different times, and these feelings don't last forever. And in this way, we're helping to understand that other people will have these feelings too, so that they can kind of come to the understanding that they're not alone in this feeling, that we have times as well when we have these feelings, and other children also that they'll be meeting in their environment could also be feeling some of these similar feelings to what they have. So the steady grounding blend may help to balance mood and soothe upset feelings when emotions seem to come really close to the surface. This blend combines the essential oils of amyris wood, balsam fir, coriander and magnolia, and fractionated coconut oil. So, you know, as we know, handling emotions is a big thing for little ones to learn. And it is a gift that we can give to them that will last them for all their lives. Now, these teachable moments that we have with kids in tuning into the emotion, or tuning in and choosing an oil, see which ones that they choose. And that one might offer an insight for us into how they're feeling at that time if they're not able yet to converse with us about how they're actually feeling. So if they choose stronger, maybe they're feeling that they need more physical support. They choose brave, maybe they're worried about something. Our connection into the essential oils is quite profound and quite powerful. And children, because of their deeply sensitive natures, they are able to tune in quite readily to what they may need. So the Tamer blend is perfect for people that are either experiencing some tummy upsets, or need some support in that way. It contains spearmint, Japanese peppermint, which the Japanese peppermint has a lot of a softer aroma, not quite as strong as our peppermint. It contains ginger, black pepper and parsley seed in fractionated coconut oil. It's also a blend that will support them in muscular tension, for example, as well. And we can practice some mindfulness exercises with them using the rescuer blend, and asking them to, you know, do some little exercises. Start at the feet, gently squeeze the muscles by tightening them, slowly releasing them, and moving up the body, bringing awareness to the muscles and the sensory release of tension, and asking the child, how does your muscle feel? What do we use this muscle for? Bringing some awareness to the muscle, where it might be sore, for example, and where we can soothe an area we've found to be tense. And one of the affirmations that we love to use with this one is, I feel my body move and I listen to my body. Just wanted to also mention here the gorgeous wellness bliss bedtime sleep bliss box, which is particularly for mamas and dadders and parents and carers and people that are taking care of your child as well as your child. So the bedtime bliss box has a combination of the essential oils that are renowned for being able to help us to not only go to sleep, but to have really good quality sleep, which is so important at this time, well, at any time really, but particularly at this time as children's routines and parents' routines are changing back to what they were pre-holiday time. And just getting back into that routine of maybe an earlier bedtime, maybe an earlier wake-up time to get ready for school, all of those kind of things, being able to focus a little bit more when, you know, if we were on holidays and going to the beach, it wasn't quite so noticeable. And all of these combination of oils are curated in this bedtime bliss box for that purpose. So the lavender piece, vetiver, balance, cedarwood piece, and the fractionated coconut oil, so that we can apply these as well as diffusing them at night time. It's a great one to have on hand. Frankincense, of course, is the oil that is often said, when in doubt, use frankincense. So frankincense is an oil that has multiple uses. It's one that we would suggest to have on hand as well at this, you know, at this time. Diffuse or apply frankincense to help promote a sense of calm and relaxation, and use it in combination with any other oils to help enhance their properties. So frankincense, great to be diffused, applying it topically to the skin with dilution of the fractionated coconut oil. It is a great one for the skin. So I am just about to, I'm going to go back and just, sorry. I'm going to go back and just pause for a moment, and then we will check in with you if you've had any questions so far. And I'll also pause the recording, and then we can continue on with a couple of other messages that we have for you before we finish up. So we're back, and yes, you know, always, if you've got any more questions at all, reach out to us. And I just wanted to share with you that we have an opportunity coming up, and we've run this before in several different ways, but last year we ran an oil studies program which ran for 7 days, and we just invited people in to try some of the oils that we have been talking about to support you over this time. And those back to school oils are the Adaptive, which we've supported you diffusing it for creating a soothing and uplifting aroma, placing a couple of drops in the palms of your hand, cup over nose, and take a few deep inhales. Apply 1 to 2 drops to a carrier oil and apply it down the spine to wrist, neck, soles of feet. Balance, diffuse to create a calming, soothing aroma. Place a couple of drops in the palm of your hands, cup over nose, and take a few deep inhales. Apply to your wrists, pulse points, neck, soles of feet. On Guard, we've talked about this protective blend and how it's a great one to support us when we're dealing with environmental or seasonal threats. Again, diffusing it, apply 1 to 2 drops of carrier oil, apply it down the spine or to soles of feet. So these are the 3 recommended oils for supporting us through back to school. And with this educational opportunity that we have, the participants will receive a sample of the Adaptive, Balance and On Guard, and we will join you to a Facebook group, and then we will share a lot of discussions, a lot of information and education around these oils and things that might be coming up for you, and ways to support. So this will be starting very shortly, and I'm just going to turn over to Tammy to tell you a little bit more about how it works and what you need to do to become involved in this. Or, you know, you may know of someone else that perhaps is either very new and have had an opportunity to go to a class, or hasn't as yet used the oils and would benefit from them, and you could also invite them along as well. So how do they do that, Tammy? Can you just share with us?
Okay. Yep. Awesome. So it's really cool that we're doing this again, actually, because last time when we ran it, we got so much good feedback, and people just really enjoyed the fact that they got to experience and try the oils and get the education at the same time over a few days. So it's really good for that fact that it's interactive, and you get to use the oils for yourself, and get the information and the education at the same time, and see how other people are using it and the experiences that they're having. So really, really cool opportunity and perfect timing as we are heading back to school. And these oils, obviously, looking at them, dealing with the emotions, the grounding, the calming, as well as the immune side of things. It kind of covers all bases. It's, even if you don't have little people going back to school, it is a great one to learn about these 3 oils. So there will also be a couple of other studies in the group, because we were running 3 of them at the same time. So anybody who jumps in will also have the ability to learn about those oils and those focuses as well, which we had a romance focus, which is again perfect because we have Valentine's Day coming up, and that had ginger, whisper and ylang ylang oil in it. So there was some really cool information, tips and recipes and stuff that you will get exposed to there. And we also had motivate and metabolize. So that's about getting yourself back on track, focusing on you, boosting the metabolism, and getting back into the swing of things and on track with, I guess, the exercise and the eating side of things. So that one had motivate oil, peppermint oil and smart and sassy oil. So yeah, again, heaps of information that you can get involved in learning. And if you've got the oils already, you can have a bit of a play with them, but just, yeah, some great content to take on board. So in terms of how to get involved, if you are newer to the oils, if you've got some oils but you haven't had a chance to yet attend a class or anything like that, then if you can reach out to Helen or myself and let us know if you would like to participate in this study, that would be fantastic, because we will do up your little samples and post them out to you ASAP, because we will be starting this on the 8th, so Tuesday the 8th of Feb, and it will run for 1 full week. So we'll give you introduction and everything, all the information will be in there. And also for anybody who is new to the oils as well, if you don't have oils, if you're interested in learning more about them and would like to experience them, or if you know someone who doesn't yet have the oils and this could benefit them, which I'll be honest, these 3 oils, anybody and everybody does need them. So yeah, if you are new, or if you know someone who is new, again, reach out to Helen or myself on Facebook or directly through the Essentials for Life page, and we can get you set up with some samples and get them out to you ASAP, so that you will be ready to rock and roll on the 8th. And yeah, it's literally, you'll just be popped into the Facebook group, so you just need to be able to access Facebook and everything will be there. We'll walk you through it all. It's really, really simple. It takes, there's a couple of things to look at each day, so maybe about 10 minutes. out of your day whenever suits you. There's no specific time that it has to be done, and then you can just incorporate the oils as you can and need throughout the day. So yeah, great, exciting and educational opportunity for everybody. So I will jump back to you now, Helen, with anything that I've possibly missed. But yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody hopefully from the 8th.
Okay, thanks, Tammy. Yeah, we are. We've had some amazing success with people being able to just try something and, you know, give some feedback, get some instantaneous feedback from their experiences with the oils or different ways that different people have used them. And yeah, it works really well. So we love running those. We've love to run those classes, and it just seems a great opportunity to do it now. So keep an eye out on the Facebook page for upcoming in-person and online events. We like to just